Hello and welcome to the second part of our stream. When I say stream, second part of our recording. Uh, we have Windy versus Grifo up next, and let me see if I can invite one of the Grifo players. Uh, it seems that they're all in battle. I do know I have a couple of Grifo players on my friend list, but anyway, as somebody who's doing the recordings, it's not my responsibility. I can just go ahead, chill, have a cigarette, have whiskey. Let me know in the comments if the volume or is too wonky, if you hear too many um, wind noises or traffic or anything. I'll try to change my seating position. Let me take a break. I'll be starting the stream when the recording when this match starts. Okay, so after this pretty long delay, we're back. This is our first match with Grifo, and apparently our second or third match with Windy. I think I've screwed up again while making the schedule and put too many Windy matches. We'll have to sort that out tomorrow. Anyway, so Fan drops out of the team, makes way for Blerend, and Grifo are being led by Doge Folia in the Sirius, Cormor Salvadi in the Huange, Puzzle in a T61, Zoe Jill in the Arizona, Tiger playing the Makarov, Black Sky River in the Gallant, and Kosova, our great CV player in a Prince Eitel Friedrich. Let's get this show on the road. Those are some really nice ships by Grifo. Fast, good, decent DPM, and they can deliver a lot of punishment. Let's see if they can land some big punches on this Windy team. Now, I expect Windy to put one DD on A, and from the preliminary positions, I expect Grifo to take B and C and try to hold on as much as possible. Now, if this Windy player Zinger is clever, what he will do is he will stretch all the way here and try to get in behind enemy lines to target this Arizona. But let's see how it goes. Again, I'm no mastermind, so what do I know? Distortion in the Fushun trying to take the early cap, but his cap is being reset by two DDs, Black Sky and Puzzle, who've both launched torps which can hit Distortion, and he's in some trouble here. He will take one torpedo at least, starts a flood. Still, they managed to push out the DDs. They've taken A, B, and they've taken A and C caps, while they've clawed onto B as well. Good focus fire by Windy coming towards Tiger. Puzzle will spot those torpedoes. Now it's a matter of seeing whether Tiger chooses to take the torps or chooses to put his ship broadside. He puts his ship broadside and takes some punishment. Might have been better to take the torps. Now, Grifo finally putting their act together. They've taken C They've put the bulk of their ships at sea. What they're gambling for is to take down a couple of enemy ships. They've done the job against the Black Hwange, and they will target either the Black Hwange or the Doria and potentially take him down. If they do that, they have an excellent chance. Ooh, Black Sky goes down courtesy of Costa in the Molotov. Anshan Zinger is supporting at B. It would have been interesting if he went all the way around. What we hate to see in random games might have worked here. He could have targeted the Makarov, or he could have worked on the T-61. Still, the Russians have control of the two caps. A is not under threat, and they are pushing aggressively from B into C. They've set up a crossfire of sorts where Blaze and the Black Hwange can pepper torps, HE, whatever they want into the enemy ships, while the ships are focused on the bulk of the Russian force at B. Blerin goes down to Kosovo, but Kaspax takes down Tiger as well. Now Kosovo is one salvo away from dying himself. Let's see if he goes down in the salvo. Yes, he does. Gleb takes Kosovo. So Grifo are it's pretty much like a gunfight at OK Corral, where they're surrounded from every side, and Zinger goes down to puzzle. Shouldn't have happened, but it did. That's where you miss a co-commentator to give you a fresh set of eyes. But all right. Distortion in the Fushun, battling it out with the Hwange, who goes down to the Doria. Now it's just a matter of this Russian team wiping up what is left of Grifo. Let's see some POV action from Corbin Dallas for a bit. He's targeting Zoe Jill and completely ignoring that DD threat at A, because they're not concerned about the caps at the moment. By the time that DD takes A, these guys will take C and will have killed the two enemy ships, guaranteeing them a victory. The Sirius, as predicted, goes down. The Arizona, played by Zoe Jill, she does her best to avoid whatever torpedoes she can, but there are too many coming in from all directions. Does she swing her guns towards Corbin, or does she target Distortion? That's a hard choice she has to make, and whatever she does is going to be the incorrect answer. Meanwhile, Corbin, he takes the salvo, but he's already launched his torps. He's going to fire a salvo and just keep moving, guaranteeing him a kill. Now he's going to go hunt that DD puzzle. A brave fight from Grifo, a valiant fight, but ultimately they were outthought and outplayed by this lineup of Whitney. Of course, their best player, Fan, is sitting out this game. He's probably watching on a stream from some other player and just observing. That guy is a chess player and he's just enjoying this duel. Puzzle makes it out alive, and that's the end of that particular match. Nice win for Windy and a brave fight from Grifo. So, let's see when we start the next one. Okay, so we start our next match. That is UKRF Circus versus the Bananas. That's going to be a derby game, a needle match between two teams from the same fleet. You should expect fireworks in this one. Of course, Circus are the defending champions. They've put out a strong lineup um, of players, if not of ships. Leverkusenman in a Monahan is a very interesting choice. Kaboom takes a Trento, strong ship. Gremu goes back into the Normandy. I don't know if he'll switch at the last second or not. And Decreaser in the Eichel. I think that's how you pronounce it. My French is rusty. Let's see. So the Bananas are pretty much unchanged from when we last saw them, but the Circus team, they haven't changed the players around, they've changed their ships. That either indicates that they're doing something different or they're not taking this match seriously. Let's see what it is. The Eagle using his superior speed, Decreaser going towards A and going to cap A before the three ships of the Bananas make it past that island. He'll start capping, turn around, and take a position somewhere here, I think. Meanwhile, Pratt taking B, she will face some resistance from Stormbird, who's using his repulse. He takes a salvo, turns around, and is going to take some torpedoes, one narrow spread and one wide spread from Pratt. To avoid them, he has to turn around and just completely run away, but he still takes a flood. At this point, the Circus team hold all the caps. Hoodlum in the Novorossiya is taking some punishment, but he uses his speed and his maneuverability to take the cap, defend it, and then turn away and run. He'll take his preferred position somewhere here and start putting his good guns to use against whoever dares to get into the cap, primarily this Nuremberg here. Meanwhile, let's go back to A. The Bananas finally start taking a cap and start putting some points on the board. They have two ships here. The Doria takes a couple of torps, doesn't flood. He has good flooding protection and good torpedo protection, but he does take a fire. Pratt has launched some torpedoes towards the Doria. Now, I don't know how many of those he will take, but if he had put out that fire, he'd be in a lot of trouble here. Luckily for him, WG doesn't, and does the disco. He avoids all those torpedoes. More by luck than judgment, I'd say. Meanwhile, Leverkusenman with 15 torpedoes towards Stormbird, and he takes him down in one strike. Good game, Levy. Now he's facing a Galissonier without any torpedoes. His torp booster is on reload. Let's see. Now, I'd love to see the Galosinier. Ooh, launching torps. Levy takes two. He goes down. Adventurous play, but one that was well worth it. Trading a DD for a battleship, I do that any day of the week. Trento goes down. Still, Circus hold B cap uncontested, and Hoodlum fighting a tremendous battle against three ships all on his own here. He's going to be screaming in voice, asking for backup, asking for cover, but I don't know if that cover is going to come anytime soon. Still, he'd want to take out Grosser Bruder. Ooh, Chrissy Boy goes down on the other flank, and UKRF take back. Circus take back C. Gremu with the Normandy using his superior speed and his guns against the Doria. Takes out a turret. The Doria will go down in the next 10 seconds, I guess. I think we can give this match to UKRF any way which it goes, but yeah. Circus have outthought and outplayed them. Even if, you know, Circus were playing with unconventional ships, let's say, they still had the wherewithal to take down the most dangerous ships. Ooh, Normandy goes down, but too little too late here. Circus have enough points on the board to not have to engage in a fight, but they will still finish Noob Turtle, Strato Striker, and will still take this match quite easily. Even though we are tied for ships, it's still not enough. Pratt holding down a Molotov and an advancing Gremiashi. The Gremiashi and the Black Fusion are both essentially Gnevdi class ships, and where the Gremiashi has normal torpedoes, the Black Fusion has deep water torps, but it gets the advantage of rapid reload. Ooh. Decreaser in some trouble here, but he can make use of his superior speed. He's launched torps towards Chris, who has to start reversing now, and that should be enough for Circus. They finally have control of two cabs, but it is not enough. Meanwhile, Salami. Oh, Molotov takes down Eagle, but it's not enough based on points. Circus win this quite comfortably. Alright, after that exciting derby match, let's take a quick pause and rejoin when we start the next one. Okay, we start our last match of the night. It is the Randoms team versus Grifo. And Grifo have an unchanged team, so does the Randoms team. Let's see how this one works out. Epicenter, the first time this night we're seeing Epicenter. Both teams have two DDs which will aggressively make their way into cap and try to take hold of the cap. Both teams running with two cruisers. Actually, the Grifo have three DDs, one of whom, uh, the Icarus, which is the slowest, which is a British DD, doesn't get engine accelerator. He's trying to make his way. He's still trying to decide whether to go straight into the third cap and take the cap, or hold the second one. Grifo have the advantage here. They hold two of the caps and are in a position to take the third one as well. Dimebag slowly making his way to the center, and Redman in the Arizona also getting into position here. Ooh, True will take a bunch of torpedoes here from the Icarus. Very reminiscent of Papa Nicholas and uh, Distortion, but he manages to survive somehow on a sliver of health, but the Vasters will close the deal on him. Ooh, Puzzle goes down to the Arizona. Nice shooting there by Red, but True, I think, is down. Yes. Commodore Salvati is in a dangerous position here. He is spotted. There are shots coming in from every which way, and he seems to have no response to it. Meanwhile, Chorus doesn't know that those Gallant torps are there. He will, in his haste to go after the Vasterus, is in a bad position. Every ship focusing on Vasterus, and he makes his way out. Now, Chorus should take the center cap and start putting the Randall's team in some sort of a good position. Ooh. Ron Besson in the Trento goes down to Kosovo. That is a very big loss. The captain of the team and the shot caller is down. Doge Folia in the Sirius making his presence known. We see Napoleon Defeater in the Duca d'Aosta aiming for completely the wrong ship. He should be focusing, and Chorus goes down without doing much, actually. The Duca d'Aosta should be focusing on the Vasterus. He knows where the Vasterus is. He can't see him, but he knows the rough position. The Vasterus is unspotted. He's keeping a close eye on the Duca d'Aosta, who takes a chunk of damage and will go down soon. This match, I think, is going all of Grifo's way and will be, yeah, we see Napoleon Defeater also going down quite quickly. Only 3 ships left, and let's see how quickly Grifo can mop this up. They hold all the caps, they hold all the advantage. They have pretty much what can be a crossfire if the Sirius wants to take advantage, but he's content to just sit back in his smoke, and he doesn't need to push. He just wants to farm some damage, and which is fine. They don't need to be adventurous here. Some torps headed Dimebag's way. He will take those torpedoes. Ooh, they ran out of steam just at the edge. That must be mad for the DD. But I think Redman is fought bravely, but will go down. Not much he can do here. It's a losing cause. But credit where credit's due. These guys, they have showed up and have helped the Rule of the Waves team, the admin team, by making up the numbers. So I think they all deserve a lot of respect from all of us. Now let's see if Dimebag can finish the deal on Kosovo. Kosovo should not have much problem. He has help, he has support, and he has a lot of guns. There you go. Kosovo takes his third kill, I believe, and now it's just a matter of how soon can they kill the Molotov. I think this Vasterus, with that move where he took a lot of fire, whether it was intentional or not, just broke the random team by making them lose their shape and their discipline, and uh, basically that's where they lost the game. So good game by Grifo and a valiant effort by our randoms team. Okay, I believe that concludes the matches for today. Thank you everybody for watching part 1 and part 2 of this stream for Rule of the Waves. I'll be back tomorrow with more matches. Thank you and goodbye.